Hey, what's going on? Chris Beard here. Welcome to your weekly dose of Wednesday's wisdom. And this wisdom for this Wednesday comes from Gandhi, the peaceful man himself. And the quote from Gandhi goes as such: "A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes." I'll say it one more time. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Now, I want you to comment below. Tell me what you think Gandhi meant by that. You can either do that now or wait till the end of the video. It's your choice. But what I think Gandhi meant by that was that how we think, the correct mindset, will affect how we behave and will affect the kind of person we become. The correct mindset can create a better, greater life for you. If you believe that you are a hardworking person, you get things done, you are successful, and you are awesome, if you believe all these things, then you could possibly be living a better life if you have the right mindset, if you think well about yourself, if you think highly of yourself. Now don't get carried away with the ego. That can happen. Don't get carried away with an ego. But try to be a little humble, but own it at the same time. It's hard. You got to find this balance between being full of yourself and being humble. It's that balance in there where you know how much you're worth, and you know you're not gonna let other people walk on you. But that's a little off track. But having the right mindset can dramatically affect how you live your life. If you have positive ideas, positive thoughts constantly cycling through your head, just reinforcing the kind of person that you want to be, that can dramatically affect your life. Like some thought loops that I run through my head every day, multiple times every day actually, is one of the thought loops I use is: I love myself, I'm awesome, and I'm a 12. I just kind of like run that thought loop through my head once in a while. When I'm feeling a little down, like I think a little less of myself sometimes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could have did way more, I could have did this better, and I'm like, dude, okay, back up. You know what? First off, you're awesome. 2, you are incredibly lovable, and 3, you're a freaking 12, dude. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's right. And I pump myself back up. I pull myself out of the negative pit I'm kind of sinking into. So that's one of the thought loops I use. And I am productive, I get it done, and I'm a success. That is a great thought loop to run while working. If you ever feel a little discouraged, just run that thought loop through your head. And eventually, what you think, you become. As Gandhi says, if you think about it enough, if you implant that mindset long enough in your brain, if you cycle it through until it just becomes natural, it becomes built in, you will become that type of person. You will gain those right habits, those right behaviors. It all starts with the mind. Understanding and controlling the mind can literally increase the great quality of your life, just can incredibly influence how you live your life. If you can control the brain and control what kind of thoughts you are feeding yourself, it will dramatically boost the quality of your life. That also goes for negative thoughts. So you have to be careful when you feed certain thoughts in your brain. They say the first 20 minutes of you waking up and being awake will affect the rest of your day. So try to flood your mind. I know everyone's a bit drowsy in the morning. It's kind of hard to get going. What I do to wake up is I stretch in the morning. It helps me wake up a little bit more, and I run. I do like a quick 10-minute jog when I wake up after I stretch. That helps me kind of like wake up and get ready for the day. And while I'm doing that, I'm cycling thought loops through my head, like the right kind of thought loops, like I love myself, I'm awesome, I'm a 12. I use that one. The productivity one, I'm productive, I get it done, and I'm a success. I use that one once in a while, but the first thought loop is my main go-to one, and I keep cycling it through my head until it's one day I don't need it because I'm always going to be in that natural state where I always think that way. But create a thought loop for yourself And eventually, after you pound it and you keep pounding it in your head every single day, I did something one day where I use a pen a lot at work sometimes, and I had like a piece of tape wrapped around the pen. So every time I felt the tape, I thought of the thought loop. You can have physical triggers like that to kind of like have attach that thought loop to, and just say it to yourself all that time. But so it's important to have the right mindset. Use correct thoughts, and that will dramatically influence how much better your life can get. But that is it for this week's Wednesday's Wisdom. Remember, what you think, you become. If you got something on this video, I want you to hit me with a like. If you, like I said, if you had a different interpretation of what Gandhi was thinking, leave a comment down below. If somebody's going to benefit from what I have just told you, I want you to share with that person so that they can also start creating the right thought loops. So that is it for this Wednesday's Wisdom. This has been Chris Beard. Thank you so much again for watching. Peace out.